Alright, what's up YouTube? Here we go, Hammer Time 9000X coming at you with another summoning video. First we're going to talk a little bit about the unit, and then we're going to dive right in. As many of you know, today we had this nice update, which otherwise brought a premier character to our ranks. Supreme Girl Laharl is actually very good. And actually she will be a solid water DPS unit for at least a few months. So before she gets otherwise power crept, quote unquote power crept. Having said that, she will definitely have main staying power. She's very good. She provides herself a lot of crit. And we'll talk about her character here in a moment. But first, just briefly, check out your Dark Assembly. You got this campaign going on, so you can actually do a lot of the things. This event that's still ongoing, this Rice Ball Samurai event, the exchange is actually very good. There's a lot of good items in here. Even not just the character shards, but candidly, if you're trying to move into endgame, these Nether Essence that are coming at 100k each, really useful. Supreme Awoken Prinny is always useful, as well as just like the character stuff. So, just be aware of that. Don't sleep on it. It's worth doing. In the event shop, also, I've collected mine, but there's also the 10 and gem. It's not in my list anymore because I already bought it. But there's the 10 in NQ set that's always worthwhile, and you can pick that up. Alright, so let's go into the banners. First, before I talk about this, we will also be aware that we got this awesome banner, which otherwise allows, a free gem pool. So, looking at the items, we're guaranteed to get 10 Prinny hides along with it. But if you look at the banner itself, you can see the units on it. It's free. The nice thing about all these units is that they can be sold for 4,000 black coins in the shop. And if you don't know the Netherworld market, you see these. 2,000 black coins in the shop. But for 4,000, you can get Supreme Awoken Prinnies. Definitely worth picking up if you dupe on these characters. So anyway, we'll just jump right into the free 10 times and see what happens here. Looks like we are bossing with some surprise force. I don't know. Did this actually guarantee a 4-star? I didn't actually read the thing, but it looks like we're getting one here. And it's Barbara. Yeah, so to me, obviously this pool, good to get more Prinny coins, free Prinny hides, always good. So, and it's free. Great characters get up to 100 characters, guarantees 1 3-star, the 5th and 10th guarantee a 4-star. Okay, so didn't guarantee 4, so that's good. But the reason everyone will be here today and to check out the video is our girl right here. So actually I'm going to play the video first, and then we will talk about the unit. In true this guy of fashion, there is no shame on pandering to the masses. And rightful, we see her here with her spear, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but animation, absolutely solid. Love the animation. Alright. Busky Supreme Overlord. I like how they just go ahead and say that. So anyway, let's take a look at the banner and the rate. So like most of the banners have been doing, if you get dupes of her, you can get 2 NE by fusing her together with herself. Having said that, you might not want to do that anymore. A new system that releases in Japan actually allows you to transfer certain skills if you have duplicate copies of a unit. So if you do get a dupe, I mean, the skill that she can provide to others we'll talk about in a moment, but it's something to consider kind of from here on out, whether you want to merge units or whether you want to just keep them separate for that future system, which otherwise can kind of make the game similar to, I don't know if anyone here has played Fire Emblem Heroes. Um, Candidly, I'm not sure it's a good change, but I'll probably do another video on that when it gets a little closer to being released here in global. But having said that, just know that it exists, know that it's coming, and to potentially save your dupes. Now, this is a unit that'll show up, on the Fiercest Overlord Festival banners that we'll have later. She actually makes a appearance later, so I'm probably not going to go too crazy hard for her now. But I might, change my mind as we start pulling. But just know that she's coming. The rates, even though she's the premier, it's the same rate as all the other featured units here. And I actually already have all of these units, so that's why this banner in particular is not as special to me, because I actually have all these other units. Now, having said that, Supreme Overlord Etna, awesome unit. Fallen Vessel Flown has her uses. Evil Rebirth Mal, unfortunately, doesn't have a great place. Supreme Overlord Laharl, also, not bad, but, not as good as he was when he first came out, because we now have units like Supreme Overlord Laharl, who have, quite significantly better kits. And so, we look at her kit here, her abilities. So her main ability gives an attack and defense buff to the entire team. It's rare to actually see a main DPS unit buff the rest of the team, but as you look through the rest of her kit, she not only buffs the rest of her team here, but herself as well, and her team through various skills we'll talk about in a moment. Her first ability, when itself is equipped with a spear, water damage dealt plus 70%. As a main DPS, this is a conditional thing that means she will need a spear. If you want her to be your main DPS, she needs a spear. And although axe, or people who can use an axe are able to hit higher base attack numbers, all of her bonuses combined, all of her crit, all of her other kit stuff, makes it that she is not that disadvantaged by having a spear. In fact, I would say she's able to, do significant damage without question, as long as she has a spear. Now, you'll see if she has a crit damage buff, when a turn begins, she gets her own SP plus 20. And we'll talk about one of her skills that is coming next. If she's the main crit dealer on the team, this can also be paired with someone like Archangel Flown, who uses Great Fluencer X, otherwise providing a crit damage buff. And if you have the speed done right, you can otherwise have another unit pump that up. So, lastly, if there are 2 or more humanoid members in your party, her own attack and crit damage are 30%. And, if obviously you have 2 other humanoids in your party, she'll be giving herself that crit damage buff no matter what anyways, you won't even have to worry about it. Looking at her skills, although it's a consecutive use prohibited, it's basically a swap for Formal Artina's skill. It basically automatically allows her to go again right away. But then the crit damage, you'll get 2 turns at 70%. You give your entire team an attack buff, and you give enemies a defensive debuff. This move is awesome. You'll immediately get back your 20 SP that you spend on this, because I think this can get down to 18. of SP costs, you'll always get your money back once you raise it up. Black Frame Strike has a nice or an interesting effect that it's an all AoE hit, and it boosts your entire party attack plus 5%. You'll probably never use this in normal content, but it might be that you can use her to otherwise knock out a barrier if it needs the fire element. Her spells are your typical, fire-based, which she has Mega Braveheart, but probably rarely, if ever, be using that because her bread and butter is this water-based S skill, her NE3, which otherwise increases power and crit rate and all the things. So it's awesome, and if you're using her, you want to use this skill. Having said that, she is solid. And definitely worth summoning for, at least giving you a few shots to do. Weirdly, they didn't put the exchange up here as well. And as you see, my game kind of just crashed there. But the exchange is there. You can exchange for her at Pity. And so the Pity, 20 pulls. If you're unlucky, you can exchange for her. I don't believe any of the other units are in the exchange, but we can confirm that in a second. Yep, and so you can exchange for her and or get the tickets. Lastly, there is a paid version of this banner that has, in my opinion, significantly better units to otherwise get as backups, but it's not. I don't think she's actually on this banner, so like why? I don't really quite understand that. We still got the Santa character banners. Yep, so it looks like there's not even a paid version of just her, which is also kind of surprising, but anyway. Yeah, so moral of the story is she will be a mainstay water DPS unit, and definitely worth getting, and hopefully we can get lucky here because we're going in. Alright, let's do it. Starting off with a strong gold pot. Looks like we're only getting one, but maybe one's all we need. Come on, let's get lucky. Also, all the 2 stars will be showing up as 3s, so if you see a 2-star pop up, it will be transformed into a 4-star, which is nice. Can we do it on pull 1? Nope, Mauzino. Not bad, not bad. If I can average 1 per pull, I will be happy for sure. Alright, looks like we got another gold pot here. And alright, mid-boss. That's an easy sell. 2,000 black Brinny coins. Alright, pull number 3. Our first silver pot. Yeah, exactly. Glorified 3-star. Well, at least we got a red moon. We'll see what happens here. Ooh, we're getting 1 4-star at least. Alright. And Kyoko. Also a unit that unfortunately is way past her prime, but candidly not really sure she ever had a prime. So, next pool. Alright, we're getting at least 1 fake out. Well, at least we're averaging 1 4-star per pool. That's only, like at worst case, that's like not bad at all. Alright, And Awaken Roz. I remember pulling for her when she first debuted, and she was like the best premier SP generator at the start of battle. Unfortunately, she has also not been quite good with the times, but once again, that's 2 badasses in 4 pools. So, ooh, it looks like we got a 3 for here on pool number 5. So, hopefully, we get some excitement here. But yeah, no, great rates on this banner. Absolutely great rates. Another Kyoko. Oh wow, and all 3 are back to back to back. And Yukimaru. And Valvatore. Alright, well. I mean, no bad vibes from that. That's, you know, yeah, exactly. It's great rates on black metals, and some of the badass ones I'm not even gonna sell because of the future system. I have to double check which of them have it. I do know for the future system with um, for Supreme Overlord Laharl, it's this skill. This, if with crit rate damage buff, when a turn begins, own SP plus 20, you'll actually be able to give this skill to another unit if you have a duplicate copy. So, something to consider. I have to decide if I want to really keep going on her for now. I've been getting good rates, but like I kind of mentioned before, I don't need any of the other units. I would actually be at a loss for her because I already NE 15'd her, and I don't really need any of those 3. So I might actually just cut it there. But having said that, the looks like, hey, at least you can take from this video that they're good 4-star rates, and at minimal, you're getting every 2-star characters appearing as 3 stars, which can help you with awakening, your units and things. But yeah, having said that, if you guys like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. You can check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/HammerTime9000X. Appreciate all the support. Also, if you haven't seen Hayzink's video, he actually got a code with Santa Hayes. I'm putting it up on the screen right now, which provides like 500 quartz, 200 nether enhanced type material, and some other stuff. It's a good code. It's definitely worth pulling up and getting. Make sure to thank Hayzink and go check out his video for that code. I believe the rest of us content creators will probably be getting codes for other holiday stuff upcoming. But otherwise, obviously, thank you for the support. And we'll catch you guys in the next video.